Thanks for tuning in to this video. If you're new to this channel is all about bringing you the latest haircut tutorials on all different hair types. So stick around, and if you get any value from this video, I ask that you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. So we're going to start this haircut out by combing the hair into its natural direction. And we're going to cut the top down with the 1.5 guard. And we're going to be going with the grain. And as always, you want to be careful around the crown area. This area always grows in a swirl, and the swirl can grow many different ways. So just make sure you comb the hair first. That way you know which direction the hair is actually growing before you cut. Next, we're going to make our ball guidelines on the temples and in the back of the neck. So we're going to start with the lever open. This clipper opens up a little bit longer than traditional clippers, so I had to bring it in one notch. But it's essentially the same as any other clipper with the lever open. So now we're going to fully close the lever and gradually open it up to blend into the next guideline. So my arm was in the way when I was doing a lot of this blending, but don't panic, I'm going to show you on the other side what I did. But I'm just going to continue to blend out this taper. And the only guard I used was the one guard, but because this clipper opens up more than a traditional clipper, I'm going to show you on the other side how I did it. Now moving on to the neck taper, we're going to start with the lever open again, and then we're going to start at the bottom and gradually blend up to the top of that guideline. I know it doesn't look like the hair is blending, but I promise you it is. So now we have on the one guard, and we're going to smooth this area down just because it's a little bulky in the back. And you will see right at his occipital bone, that's where he wears his do-rag, and that area is usually hard to blend, but we're gonna blend it out. You'll see in just a second. So here we have the lever fully open. And then now we close the lever and start to gradually blend up. And it's all about how the angle that you hold the clipper at as well. As you can see, I'm not really digging when I was doing that last bit of fading. I was kind of just holding it flush and letting the clipper do the work. And this is that occipital bone area that I'm talking about. After a while, the longer you wear a do-rag, the hair will start to just bunch up in that area, and it will start to grow in a weird way. So you just have to take your time and work at it. And you'll see how you don't really need the half guard in this haircut. So here I'm just going back, touching up with the 1 guard. So now on this side, I'm going to show you the entire taper. So start with the lever open. Then we're going to close it and gradually blend up to that next guideline. So here we have on the 1 guard opening. And with his hair texture, his sides are a little bit more difficult to blend just because the hair is more resistant. That's why you see me tilting the clipper at different angles. A lot of times on coarse hair, the hair will be a little resistant to fading. But that's why you just have to keep attacking the blend. And notice how I'm using the corner of the blade. This way I make sure I don't raise my guideline. I'm just attacking certain spots. And then more than likely with any client, the hair will always grow different on one side than the other. But here I'm just tapering down his front hairline just so the hair won't roll up. And I'm applying some holding spray. Moving on to the front of the lineup, we want to keep everything as natural as we can. And then here we're going to put this part back in. The main thing with parts, just try to take your time. Don't over exaggerate the angles. You kind of have to see the part before you make it. And then once you start etching the part in, you'll be able to see how it's going to look. The only thing I will say, when putting a part in wavy hair, you have to keep going over the same areas because once you keep brushing the hair over, the wave will tend to fall back over into the part. So you have to keep just etching away at the wave that's hanging over in the part. And you want to make sure when they go home and brush their hair, that fly hairs won't go over the part. And he just wanted a cross design in the back. And I'm always an advocate of razoring in parts, just because parts really don't last a long time. And here I'm just going to enhance the lineup just a little bit. I'm not going to paint his forehead, but I'm going to enhance it. In my opinion, enhancements aren't supposed to look fake or oversaturated. So that concludes this video. Hopefully you got something valuable out of it. Once again, if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell and the like button. Comment below what other hairstyles you guys want to see, and I will see you all on the next video.